4048. Better still, you can call the number 06077 6000. Sorry, 0776 6050. Now I got it. 0776 6050. Those are the numbers to call to contact the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission to report issues about corruption or whatever. But what we encourage people to always do is to have basic facts when you are calling. If you're calling, please make sure you have basic facts to be able to present to the investigators. If you're calling our Advocacy and Legal Advice Center, you can be able to they'll ask you for basic information that they can pick up to be able to follow up on. So please, we can do this together. Let's just make sure that we don't abuse the line. Don't take advantage of it being free and just call and disturb the line. Please, let's do this. So the Integrity Watch radio program is very civil and informative with zero tolerance on the use of invectives and other denigrating comments. So guests appearing on this platform are guided by the rule. So today, Thursday, September 1, 2022, and this edition of the program will be providing updates about CENTAL's activities. And we're going to look at trending national issues with specific reference to the response from President Dr. George Mane Weah to the political leader of the Alternative National Congress. I say this with all certainty that the response came from the president because it was confirmed. We verified with the office of the president, and they say yes, it was a response from the president. So yes, the president responded to a communication or an open letter written by the political leader of the Alternative National Congress. So in that letter, we're going to look specifically at the portion where the president highlighted issues about corruption and bad governance in the past regime. But what happened after those things were discovered? We've heard about this from most of the officials who have accused the former leadership of the former president of Liberia, Her Excellency Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Her administration has been accused repeatedly by officials of this government of being corrupt. And it has now been confirmed from the president that the past administration was corrupt and there were a lot of misappropriation of state resources and different bad governance issues that were raised in the president's letter. So we're going to be looking at that, the particular portion that we want to have our discussion centered around. But before we do that, we want to go to little things that matter. And on the little things that matter, as usual, we speak to His Excellency, the President of Liberia, Dr. George Mane Weah. Good morning, Your Excellency. And good morning to the peace-loving people of Liberia. We hope and trust that everyone is doing well and the President is upbeat about leading the country to noble heights. So, Your Excellency, like we've always done, like we've talked about it initially, we're going to make that as our talking point today. We want to say thank you for responding. You know, the political leader of the ANC wrote an open letter to the president, and the president of the Republic of Liberia responded. I mean, that tells that the president of Liberia is listening. We want to say thank you, Your Excellency. This is what we've been calling for, so that when people have issues and they raise those issues, you can respond to them and provide the clarity that they need. So I think this was very timely. This was very, very good. and we want to encourage this to always happen. When people raise issues, let it not just be, you know, just forget about it and you just remain mute about it. At least you were able to respond to this in a very timely manner and to address all of the issues that were raised. I mean, we say thank you so much. Even though some of the things that you brought up, we have issues with them and we're going to talk about it. But the fact that you responded and you were able to address this, we cannot lay that aside. We want to appreciate you for that. I mean, it tells that you are listening, and no matter who communicates with you, you are ready to respond to them. And apart from him being the political leader of the Alternative National Congress, he is a Liberian citizen. A citizen of Liberia felt disenchanted and he wrote an open letter to the president. And he was able to respond to it. I mean, that tells that the president is listening, and when the good ones are done, we're going to applaud them. And when the bad ones are done, we're going to criticize them and provide suggestions on the way forward. So thank you, Your Excellency. We want to appreciate you for that. Thanks for your listening ears to this particular matter. Thank you so much. Let's go to the next point. The next point we want to talk about, we want to speak to our lawmakers. Members of the 54th National Legislature, we want to say good morning to all of you. The leadership, the House of Representatives, Speaker of the House, Dr. Buffer Chambers, the once vocal lawmaker of Maryland County, Plebo-Solican District. Good morning, Mr. Honorable Speaker. Good morning to the Pro Tem of the Liberian Senate, Albert Chie, Honorable. Good morning. We want to plead with all of you. We want to plead with you to always, think about the interests of the Liberian people you claim to represent. To all of you who claim to be representing, and I hear that over and over and again from you guys that you are pushing the agenda of the Liberian people. If you are indeed pushing the agenda of the Liberian people, it means that when you speak for them. When you are pushing issues, you will push issues that will be in the interest of the people and not the interest of you and few elites. If you are speaking, you will always push for institutions that are providing services to the people to be fully funded, like the JFK, like the Redemption Hospital, and all public health facilities in the country. You're going to push for them to have enough resources, enough medications, so that they can provide services to the people who are down there, who are dying on a daily basis from curable illnesses. If you indeed claim to be representing the people of Liberia, you're going to push for resources to the educational sector to be increased so that there can be quality education for our people, so that people will not be graduating and they cannot even, you will push for better education. If you are representing the people as you claim to be, you will pass laws that will make sure that integrated institutions are fully funded so that they can be able to ensure that there are accountability and transparency in everything that we do in this country. If you are seriously in the interest of the people, you will use your oversight responsibility. You will use your oversight role to ensure that those institutions that will be provided this funding are fully accountable for whatever resources they receive. If you are in the interest of the people, you're going to make sure that you don't pass laws that will harm them. One of which is the law that you pass on the new LACC, the new LACC Act. That law is a bylaw and it's going to come back to haunt us. There are provisions in that laws that provides that the new LACC is not going to be accountable to the people when they're doing investigation. That is wrong. So if you try to do it Usually in Liberia, we are very secretive when it comes to public information. We don't want to share public information. Then you put it in the law that the LACC will not be accountable to providing information to invest for on investigations that will be conducting. I mean, that those are not in the interest of transparency and accountability. If you are in the interest of the people, you will pass law. You will not want to even push a law that will ask all magistrates and try to interfere with the electoral matters. You will not want to even discuss those kind of laws. If you are in the interest of the people, you are not going to sit in that place I mean, you will not approve or you will not pass laws that will put the people in harm's way. Like the traffic law, where you pass a law to give you the right of way to take opposite lane and put people's lives at risk. Yes, you did that. That's a bad law. Those are all bad laws. So when you pass bad laws, it comes back to haunt you as an individual. You will not stay in that position forever. All of you, you're not going to stay in those positions forever. You're going to leave those positions and become ordinary citizens. And when you become ordinary citizens, you expect those laws to protect you as an ordinary citizen. So when you pass the law because you are there, and when you leave from there, then you start to complain. So that is the kind of hypocrisy that we find ourselves in this country. So you must ensure that laws that you pass are in the interest of the people and will protect the people and not you and the few elites. Thank you. I want to speak to the young people of Liberia. The young people of Liberia, you need to be aware of the potential that you carry in you. You need to just do your own SWOT analysis. Look at your strength. Where do you see yourself to be very strong? Where are your weaknesses? What do you see to be opportunities that are availing, that are around, that you can take advantage of? What are the threats to those opportunities? You need to do yourself and do your SWOT analysis. Sit down and reflect on what you can do what can you offer to the country, and stop allowing yourself to be used by these politicians who have their own agenda to achieve. They use you to achieve their agendas and they dump you. You are yet to realize that they are only using you to achieve their agenda. They are selfish political agendas. And when these agendas are achieved, they got no dealing with you any longer. One case in point are those we found in the streets today. They were darling boys of politicians before. They put their chest before the bullet for politicians. And they are now enjoying the power today. How do they call them? They call them names. They call them wayward guys. They call them Zogos. You too might be a victim. You need to think and look for what you can offer to this country and stop being carried by your belly. Because we are driven by our belly, so we go for anything. So people call us and they give us little or nothing to go and sell the future of our country. You need to think, evaluate these people, not what you will get as an individual, but what can they offer the country to move this country forward. For too long, our country has suffered from bad leadership. We must ensure that people who we want to elect to power come 2023, these people come with integrity. Let's evaluate what level of integrity do they have that will want to put them in power. If you put war into power, what they go there to do is to steal. You don't expect to elect a rogue to become your lawmaker, and then when he gets there, or when he or she gets there, they're going to change automatically. Just like marriage, marriage will only bring out the true nature of the person. It will never change the person. So that's why you're doing. Do not sell the future of our country to people who have integrity bankruptcy, who you know they have serious problem with integrity. You will let them there, they go there. The only thing they do is to make sure that they pass laws and they do things that will benefit them and benefit their families, and nothing will happen for the hospitals in the village that your parents found ourselves. Nothing going to happen for the hospitals in Nikru town where people go there to seek medical treatment. Nothing going to happen for the hospital here in Sinko. Nothing going to happen for the hospital there in Tapeta, and those hospitals, the ones in Maryland, and all of these places where people go there to seek services or to get treatment. Because we do not elect people with integrity. So we've suffered the consequence of our decisions. You need to be wise. Young people, stop going in the street for politicians. Ask these people, what do they have to offer? Ask them, what have you come to offer? Don't always go for $20, $10, all of these things. It will not help you. You are selling your future. You are selling the future of your children. Because decisions that we took some years or sometimes ago during elections, they are affecting us today. And those decisions will affect us, they will affect our children and our children's children. So you must be wise and be able to do the right thing. Let's go quickly to quick few dates. So on our elections and we want to talk about these dates quickly. So the ones from March to May 23rd, that gone already. So let's start from August 22nd. So it says key electoral dates: 2023 presidential and legislative elections. Election day is October 10, 2023. So August 22nd to September 30th, CSOs, CBOs accreditation for VR process begins and ends. So from the 22nd of August to the 30th of September, there should be registration or accreditation of civil society and community-based organizations. Then from August 31st to October 15, that's 2022, publication of voter registration regulations. That's August 31st to October 15. September 8th to December 22nd, validation of administration unit and alignment access listing votaries. That's the validation will be from September 8th to December 22nd. So from October 5th, 2022 to December 2nd, 2023, accreditation of party agents, media, observers for VR, that is voter registration. So October 7, 2022, official launch of the civic voter education for voter registration. October 23rd, 2022 to January 26, 2023, period for the publication of voter registration centers. December 15, 2022 to March 17, 2023, voter registration period. So from December 15 to March 17, 2023, there will be voter registration. December 15 to March 24th, objection and appeal on voter registration held and determined. May 1 to June 20th, 2023, civic voter education and exhibition. May 9, 2023, issuance of rate of elections. June 10 to 20th, 2023, exhibition of provisional registration rule. June 10 to 27, 2023, observation and appeals on exhibition held and determined. June 10th to September 11, 2023, accreditation of media observers for elections. July 1, 2023, release of final voter registration figures. July 3rd to August 5th, 2023, candidate nomination. July 3rd to August 11th, objection and appeals on nomination held and determined. Then July 4th, last day for issuance of rate of elections. August 9, 2023, preliminary list of candidates published. August 10, 2020 from August 10 to 22nd, 2023, replacement of lost and damaged voter registration cards. August 11, 2023, last day for change to preliminary list of candidates. September 4th, 2023, final list of candidates published. September 4th to October 8, 2023, presidential and legislative campaign period. From September 4th to October 8, 2023, there will be campaign. After that, on the 18th, September 18, 2023, last list of voting precincts published for elections. Then October 10, 2023, election date, October 10, 2023, campaign complaints and adjustment and adjudication rather. Then October 12th to 24th, announcement of provisional results. Then October 25th is subjected to adjustment depending on prevailing circumstances. So that's your information. We just wanted to bring that to your attention. Okay, we're not going to take a break because we have a lot of things to talk about. So let's go to our talking point for it is aired every Thursday on Equinox 1.5 FM. So, like we said, the political leader of the Alternative National Congress wrote the president of Liberia in an open letter. In that letter, he raised a lot of issues regarding the governance of our country, which he felt that were not going right. So he raised all of those issues. So on the 30th of August, the president of Liberia responded to the communication from Mr. Alexander B. Cummins. So in the president's letter, the president talked about a lot of things, but the interesting part to us would be the president talked about hypocrisy that the ANC leader served in the past administration. And there were a lot of things that the president outlined happened in the past administration that this Alexander Cummings did not talk about. So the president was raising concern that why now, when those things happened before, you didn't speak to them. But that is not the point that we have interest in. Our interest is in the president's admittance to bad governance and corruption in the past administration. question is, Mr. President, what did you do? You saw all of these things happening and you knew about all of these things. So what we believe is the president is aiding and abetting acts of corruption and bad governance. Someone in committing or to encourage someone to commit a crime, to aid and abet. It means you assisted the person or you encourage them. Why do we think that the president is aiding and abetting? Because the president knows that these things happened in the past administration, but yet these people are around. He has the power to make sure that these people answer before the laws of Liberia for the crimes that they allegedly commit to the state, but yet he allowing them to go scot-free. He allowing them to move about and to enjoy the reported looted resources that the president claimed that he took from our country. These people are called millionaires today. They are called rich or whatever class of people we have in our country. They are around today. What are you doing? So you are aiding and abetting them. So that is our point. You are out there and you want to participate. You can make your point. You want to open the line so that you can make your point to have ample time to hear from you. But our point is the president slipped along these lines. The president was seriously in error to have outlined corrupt act that occurred on a past administration, and since his ascendancy to the presidency, he has never ordered or commissioned an audit. There was no audit. There was absolutely no audit of the past administration that he claimed were corrupt. So you came and you jumped into the same corruption, and you're moving on with the same thing, the same old corrupt system that you allege the people created. You into it, and you swimming into it. You never fixed it. Your Excellency, you need to speak to this. This was seriously an error on your part. This was an error. You need to correct this error. The only way we think that you can correct this error is to make sure that those who you are accusing here under the past administration that led to all of these things happening in the past government, the people are still around here. They are still right here in Liberia. The former president is right here. The former vice president is right here. Most of the people, the people who you claiming, even yourself, you serve in the government. Yes, Your Excellency, you serve in the government. You need to answer to us too. Your Excellency, you were peace ambassador. Do you know that? You were senator of Montserrado County. You know that. So you yourself, you need to, you're part of this particular thing that you're talking about. So, I mean, you need to answer to us and you need to provide further clarity to us on what you outline here. Your officials have said it over and over and again, but you yourself, coming from yourself is disappointing. These things coming from yourself is disappointing, totally disappointing, and it seriously undermines the fight against corruption and exposes your stance against corruption. It exposes your stand against corruption because if you were very tough against corruption, the first thing you would have done was to make sure that these people who you claim were corrupt and they are still around here, they should be accounting for the crimes that they allegedly commit. But they are still around and nothing is happening. So you aid, Your Excellency, in a very respectful manner. Okay, so you can put in your calls. The calls can come in now, 077 077 0779 0000691 0779 0000691. I almost missed the number. 0779 0000691. Make your point. But for us, we believe that the president erred and was serious error on the part of the president to have outlined all of these things without taking action since his ascendancy to the presidency. And we think that the president should do the needful by ensuring that those who he alleged committed all of these crimes under the past administration were corrupt, the past regime corrupt. These people are still around. Let them face the law. Let them face the full weight of the law. The number to call, 0779 0000691. We have our first caller on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, please.
Your name and where are you calling from? Is it Philip?
Yes, sir. Philip Bantu, please.
Okay, Mr. Bantu, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you for the topic of discussion. We are grateful to guys for reflecting some of those issues and to the Almighty God first and foremost. All right, as for the issue of the president, there will be any error. I totally agree with you guys, but my point is, what's the way forward? Because to be told, in a common laboratory technology, if you are moving to a new house and the house is dirty, there is a likelihood that you can clean the house, put it
Mm-hmm.
If you don't clean the house and move things out dirty, you say you are a dirty person.
Okay.
So we now that things are coming up, we applaud our president. We love him so much. We know that he will do the right thing. The damage has already been caused. So we pray and hope. I'll be understanding.
I'm understanding you.
So hope and pray that these acts they will be pivotal and then the actions against them. And I trust him and hope the president is not he can do that.
Okay.
And make a way forward. Thank you so much.
Okay, Philip. Thanks so much. Your points are well noted. 0779 That's the number to call to be live on the program. Integrity Watch. It's a 1 hour radio program brought to you by the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia. So it's at every Thursday on ECOWAS Radio. Have our second caller on the line. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you. I'm Eric and I'm calling from Chicago Project. I know this is wrong.
Eric, let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm following the program very closely, and to me, it's so saddening. These things are happening to our country. And I just believe that because we are trying to serve his people, he has a very good intention for this country. But sometimes when you allow your sympathy to support your interest, it leads you into predicament.
Okay.
And for me, I believe in parables and what I do. I said the other day on a talk show, there is a frog in the bush, which my people believe that it is responsible for the rainbow in the air. Every time the rain want to fall, that frog will say something like air in the air, and you will find that there's a rainbow and it can sabotage the rain. That's our belief. But that frog is very dangerous, very poisonous. So sometimes, if you are sick and the doctor tells you that, or the doctor tells you that you got to swallow the boiled water for that frog in order to survive, you have to do it. What am I trying to say? President Weah has a very good intention, but he has had some people around him who have been there, who are giving him some problems. I mean, ideas and advices. But the extent that I pray for, we are getting somehow confused. But to be very honest, if he wants to really recover from something, he still has the time in his favor to record some of these officials who he has claimed that these people have been corrupt in the past. He has the right. But so just let all of them go scot-free, and then he's, funny to very difficult. For me, it's, starting to me. I wish the president really swallow that bitter water in order for him to survive. Let him get out some people and let him set the set free so that the people can be pleased with. We love him. For me, I love him. But sometimes you will love the child, but you will hit some attitudes on the child and, activities. So thank you. This is the way I'm calling for Chicago. God bless you.
Okay, Eric, thanks so much. Your points are well noted. 0779 That is 0779 Today we are talking about President Weah's response to Mr. Alexander Cumming. We have our third caller on the line. Good morning. Your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning. Yes, I'm brother. And let me say good morning to our listeners. I'm Sylvester Adam Kennedy.
Okay, Sylvester. Okay, let's hear you, Sylvester. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, Sylvester, let's make it conversational. All right. What I said here is the president of Liberia was responding to a citizen of Liberia. And in that communication, he raised issues that occurred in past administration. And now he has the authority to make sure that those he accused in that administration can account for the crimes they allegedly committed. So is that wrong? Oh, okay, all right. So listen now. So listen, Sylvester. How could Kume possibly ensure that those who committed crimes in past administration account for the crime they commit? How can Kume do that? As a ensure how can Cummins ensure that people who allegedly committed crimes in past administration account for the crime they committed? Okay, Sylvester. 0770 We have a call on the line. Good morning. Please lower the volume of the radio. I mean, let's hear you. Let's hear you. No, no, no. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Lami. Thank you so much. Your points are well noted. 0779 That's the number to call to be live on the program. Integrity Watch. It's a 1 hour radio program of CENTAL. We have a caller on the line. Good morning. Your name and where are you calling from? Lami, let's see. Okay, Rogers, let's hear you. Mm. No. Don't respond to what the caller said. Just make your point. All right, thank you so much. Your points are well noted. Thank you so much. 0779 0000691 0779. We'll have a call on the line. Good morning, your name and where are you calling from? Adria? Okay, Lavla, let's hear you. Okay, sir. Okay. 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 All right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. 0779 0000691 0779 0000691. That's the number to call to be live on the program. Integrated Watch. It's a 1-hour radio program of CENTAL. We have a caller in line. Good morning. Your name and where are you calling from? Beatrice, let's hear you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 80%. Okay. All right. Thank you, Beatrice. Okay. All right. Sure, sure. Okay, Beatrice, thank you so much. You being our last caller. Thank you so much for your participation. And today we've been looking at the president's response. Like we started off, we said thank you to His Excellency for responding to a citizen who needed clarity on issues. I think that was laudable. But there were issues in the president's statement, that, in his communication, that we thought the president may have made error on, because he has that power now to prosecute and to hold those people who he alleged were corrupt in the past administration accountable for the act that they committed. So the program you've been listening to is called Integrity Watch. It's a 1-hour radio program brought to you by the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia. It is aired every Thursday on ECOWAS Radio 91.5 FM and is relayed on Prime FM in Monrovia. Prime FM is on the assigned frequency of 105.5 FM. So to aid in a bit means to assist someone in committing or to encourage someone to commit a crime. Generally, an aider and abettor is criminally liable to the same extent as the person committing the crime. We end up right there. My name is Sam Zota. I'm the Media and Communications Officer at the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia. Join us next Thursday for another edition of the program. Those of you who are following us online, thank you for being there. Join us next week. We're going to be back here for another edition. Goodbye.